It is really awesome to be part of a series, a franchise, a fandom, especially when the series is thriving, just new, or in the case of Tomb Raider, having a sort of resurgence. We might be entering into a new era of Lara Croft, and if the train keeps continuing this way, it could be one of her best. Something to both be excited about what is currently out now, ways to experience the past, along with maybe something to look forward to in the future. There is still a lot of unknowns with it, but with that first set of remasters, very much this set things in motion. That makes it hard to not get excited about Tomb Raider again. Now, it might not be a good move to play into this excitement, because it might end up disappointing us, but personally, there are times where it feels like you just want to ride this wave, see where it goes. I don't know where we're going to end up, but so far, getting there is pretty fun. I say all of this because I think right here, right now, it seems to be a great time to be a Tomb Raider fan, or even the perfect time to become one. So what do I mean by all of this, that now is a great time to be a Tomb Raider fan? Well, look at what we have had, and are going to be getting. It's hard to not get excited about what is right here, right there in front of us, and the potential on what the future could bring. So let me elaborate. When the first remastered collection set came out last year, I think this turned out to be a very big thing within the Tomb Raider and gaming community as a whole. These remasters very much delivered. People were happy with them. For many fans craving to play the old games again. Now with a new coat of paint, you had an easy way to do so, pretty much with it being on every modern platform. Meaning these titles were now natively available on systems that never had the originals, like say for the Xbox and Nintendo Switch. So first of all, the remastered games were very good, seemed to be handled with care and respect that is deserving of this legacy. And in that way too, by honoring Tomb Raider's history, the fan base felt respected, and especially heard too. There's a very vocal group of the fandom that wanted classic Lara to return. You have many that just did not enjoy the direction the Survivor trilogy took, and they wanted that classic feel, look, design, and even characterization to return. Then you have others like myself that did enjoy the Survivor trilogy, but admit that it feels like now is the time to return Lara back to have her more in line with her past and legacy. So these remasters, while not new games, the additions that they provided meant that in a way this Lara was able to return for those fans that wanted it. The remaster developers succeeded, and that same group did the very same thing with the Soul Reaver remasters, and are working on a second collection set for Tomb Raider. So in a short period of time, this group has made a name for itself, and in my eyes, and I think many others, they have earned it. So yes, the remasters delivered, and while it was great for longtime fans to be able to enjoy these classics again, especially with that new coat of paint, but at the same time, these remasters then exposed a new audience to the original Tomb Raider games. Their experiences with the series may have only been with the Survivor trilogy, or even not even playing them before, but when developers make efforts to make a collection set like this, and are able to deliver on it, are able to deliver it with care, it sends a message to the audience that someone is listening to what the fan base wants, and then provides a great opportunity for new fans to jump in on that franchise. If you're new to the Tomb Raider games through those remasters, or just came across this video and you've never played any entry before, well, now might be the best time to jump on. So for the easy direction to point you in, you can just start with the first remasters, which contains the first 3 games. Soon we're going to be able to play remasters of 4, 5, and 6 as well, so you get to continue on and play out the rest of the core design made Tomb Raider titles. So just in that respect, there's a lot to play and enjoy, along with looking forward to that new remastered collection. If you like the classics, you'll have plenty to enjoy for a while. Personally, I'm really interested in playing Angel of Darkness, the PS2 game. From the little I know about it, this seems to be the game that tanked core design, but this version is apparently going to have improvements and tweaks. Again, Aspyr and Saber deserve praise for their efforts, and hopefully they can deliver again. So what if you just played the classic Tomb Raider games, and you have the new set to look forward to, but you also want to play more Tomb Raiding action? Well, this is where I would direct you to maybe my favorite trilogy out of the Raider games, the Legend games. Well, you can find them on many of the modern systems. Not all of them are available, but many are. Alternatively, I would say that if you're still new to Tomb Raider, maybe you are interested but you don't want to start with any of the classics, I think Tomb Raider Legend is an excellent entry point. I am biased. That was the first Tomb Raider game game that I ever beat. It's a fantastic action-adventure title with great pacing, and plays out like a big Hollywood movie. The more obscure elements are toned down, with more in-game hints and assistance being provided to the player. Some might call these games easier or even dumber compared to the classic games. I would argue that the following games after Legend have significantly less assistance, and were able to blend more of those classic elements even more into that trilogy. Simply put, Legend, and honestly the entire trilogy, is just great fun. It feels like where a new studio was able to take over for a franchise, and they wanted to do their own thing, make their own mark on it, while at the same time, they were still respecting the legacy that they were taking over for. So these titles are sadly not found on the Switch. All three are on the Xbox and PC. Legend is currently the only title on the PS4 and 5, through the classic catalog. I do hope we see remasters for these titles down the road. I'm currently playing and replaying these games, and showing them some extra love on this channel, because I think this trilogy is very underrated. So outside of these games, you can also play the Survivor trilogy. Again, people have their issues with them, and as do I, but I do very much really enjoy these games a lot. If you have played these and never played any of the prior games, then I would highly recommend you go back and check out some more of Lara's past. And then, if you can find them, there are a decent amount of portable Tomb Raider games, like for the various Nintendo handhelds. But what about the future? Well, Aspyr has stated that they are interested in potentially doing more Tomb Raider projects. Personally, I hope this means that they'll be able to put in the same effort and quality into remastering the Legend trilogy. While those games still play great and look great, especially Underworld, there are many elements about them that could benefit from a proper set of remasters. Plus, those Switch players could then get in on the action as well. Personally, I'd love to see Saber and Aspyr get to take a crack at an original Tomb Raider title, maybe even done in the Legend style, or like many have voiced in my comments in other of my videos, a new Tomb Raider game done in the classic core design style. I am a big proponent of either option. The fans want it, and I would say just give them exactly what they want. Plus, these developers have proven that they seem to know what they're doing. Then we have Crystal Dynamics and their next big brand new mainline entry for Tomb Raider. This one is still a rather large mystery. We haven't seen much about it, what styles it's going to be like, what design it's going to be like. Will it incorporate elements of the past, or will it be more in line with the Survivor trilogy? We really don't know, but I do hope they take some note from what fans have been wanting and have been happy with currently. Many seem to want good old-fashioned classic Lara back. Maybe they can give us that in character and gameplay form. When looking at all of this, the games that we currently have, the future games coming out, and maybe a bit of mystery too, there seems to be a little bit of something for everybody within the Tomb Raider community. Whether you are new or have been a fan for a long time, this period I think might be the beginning of a shining spot for Lara and her titles, starting back with that first set of remasters. I hope this continues, and I plan on being there for it. What are your thoughts on all of this? Do you think now is the perfect time to be a Tomb Raider fan? What version of Lara is your favorite? What do you hope the future holds? Let me know all of this in the comments down below. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can help to keep this channel going strong, and this allows me to be able to do more for my awesome audience. Please check out the links in the description and pinned comment for ways to support the channel. And most of all, thank you very much for watching.